Hey everybody, Z. Hope everybody's doing good. Yeah, it's been a while since I posted anything, created any content. What can I say? Shit just happens. Anyway, I got a phone call from my mom, and I hadn't spoken to her in 5 months. In fact, I went dark for 5 months. I had to take care of some things, and I couldn't involve anybody in any collateral damage. We'll talk about that in a minute. But anyway, I had to respond. My middle brother had a heart attack, massive, and I had to come out of it, and got in the car and drove. So I'm up here at my lake house in Michigan on Spring Lake, and it's unbelievable. I left Daytona, it was 118 degrees in the truck thermometer. I got up here, it was like 59, like half the damn temperature. Slept on the back porch, woke up to a freaking skunk because we're on a lake, and I was like, oh shit, and ran back in the house. But anyway, I want to thank a couple people. Brenda Slack, you wrote me a really cool comment. Kind of broke me out of my funk. All right, let's get back to making videos. And here's something weird. I got a sub this month, which I don't know how that happens when you're shadow banned. But anyway, Crystal is cool, and she's smoking hot. And thank you, appreciate that. Latin Kendall, your comment, I'm going to respond to that. Very important, and thank you. And so many others I'm going to get to over the next couple of days, because I do respond to everyone. So if you don't get something back from me, rewrite me, because sometimes things get blocked and different things happen. Anyway, the video here we're talking about is the continuation of the Masonic deception being Christianity, and it being just it's an operating program. It's like a computer operating program. It's like a Windows program downloaded into you, and it just has to be. This program needs to be removed from you, and a new operating program installed. I will tell you this, when that scenario takes place, you're put into a safe mode like your computer, where you can't really do a lot of shit, because it's heavy. This changeover, this conversion is fucking unreal. Anyway, Derek Lambert said something. I'm just going to jump around over here. Over on Myth Vision about a year ago, he said we were all devout Christian people. He said, when I gave my life to Christ, there was a change in my heart. And, they say you become a new creature. I would say this, there's some dualism here. Yeah, you become a new creature because you've given all your fucking agency and power and authority away to this asshole Yahweh. But at the same time, I believe this, there is a change in your heart. Your heart is earth. It's an anagram for earth. And that's our divine feminine mother. And I believe when you come asking for help, daddy may be an asshole, mama doesn't turn you down. You know what it's like growing up. You go ask your daddy for something, he's like, ah, rah, 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 blah, blah. Then you go ask mom goes, look, give me some time, I'm going to work on him. And you know how mama does, she's able to get it done, and you can go to the prom or whatever it is that he wouldn't let you do, and because he's a fucking asshole. I think that she steps in and she does something in her heart, and even though fuckhead gets the credit for it, which this shit is over with that, she doesn't turn you down. Anyway, it's just earth and heart, the anagram. And there's a scripture in the Bible that fucking pisses me off. Don't trust your heart, it's wicked above all things, and blah, blah, blah. Fuck you, Paul, you sick fucking fag. Okay, the only thing you do trust is your heart. So I want to say something. Lady Babylon, if you're not watching Almond, God, man, he is just, every time you think he can't bring something new to the table, and he does, and he has shredded this thing. He's challenged every biblical scholar basically on earth, from Jordan Peterson down to some peon, whatever person at Dallas Theological Seminary or Southern Baptist, whatever, blah, and no one will take his challenge. Nobody will go up against this man because he's telling the truth. And you know who runs all the seminaries, all the seminary, is the Masons. The structure of how this thing works. I'm going to say this. Every pastor and every preacher and every priest is a fucking liar, okay? The Masonic order is like the corporate structure. It's like the vice president, presidents, and the board directors, and they're the ones that go out and build the structure that run businesses like car dealerships and sell insurance and other fucking crap that we don't fucking need. But they basically are the corporate structure of the world. They're working for the cabal. We know who they are, the hook noses. But they're the ones who are running everything, and they're the ones who are the most richly rewarded for fucking selling us out. And again, they run the military so they can do what they do to conquer the world. And they run the ministry, so that's the mind. Having said that, your preachers are like insurance salesmen. They're the salesmen. And they get paid very well for doing what they do. That's why it's called the Great Commission. Because they're getting paid a big fucking commission, getting you to turn in your agency power and authority over to this entity, and they're getting paid for it. It's like selling an insurance policy that has more fucking escape clauses and ways out for performance that's unbelievable. Well, what do? You make a claim. My child's sick, and all right, and you pray, and nothing happens. Well, you didn't have enough faith, or God is mysterious, and it's in His timing, and He has His ways. And it's a bullshit insurance policy. It doesn't work. You pray for protection. My wife and I were fucking slaughtered by 2 Christian Freemasons. And we prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed, and we were taken out. There's no power in it. There's no protection in it. There's nothing. And if you think Jesus is going to come back and save or fix your problem, you're a fucking idiot. What would Jesus tell if He came back and fixed your little problem right now? He'd have to apologize for, I don't know, how many billions of people that He didn't show up for? What are you going to say to those women in Dresden, Germany, when we bombed the shit out of them and they're running down the street and it got so hot that their feet melted in the asphalt and they burned alive holding their infant children? You don't think they weren't praying? But yet He's going to fix your silly problem. He ain't fixing shit. He's a fraud. He doesn't exist. The real one was a child trafficking pedophile. We know who that bastard is. Where am I? I'm all over the place on this thing. The whole fucking thing is just, it's ridiculous. Your preachers are just shitty insurance salesmen, and they're going to pay for what they've done. I can't fucking stand these guys now. I watch, my parents are devout Christian, and I'm not sure how I'm going to do this with them at their age. But they have their sermon on TV, and I'm listening in the background, and what you used to say, that's a good message. I want to fucking puke. When you see what they're really saying, it is absolute fucking garbage. It really is trauma-based mind control. Let me ask you a question. So this Jesus dude had to die on the cross to pay for our sins. Who the fuck did He pay? If you're the creator of the entire everything, who the fuck are you paying? Who's receiving? Who is this entity? That is the dumbest goddamn fucking thing. The whole fucking thing is stupid. Again, a father just never sacrifices his child. He sacrifices himself so that his son can live on. That alone, John 3:16, is the most disgusting fucking thing ever written. So many things I want to talk about. So fucking many things I want to get into here. But I'm going to cut it short because we got a lot to do in the next video. And say this. There's a lot of people coming out. Like I said, I'm up here in Spring Lake, Michigan right now. I'll be here for a couple of weeks. But I was dark from March till last week. My own family didn't know if I was alive or dead, and they were freaking out. I had a little private war I'd take care of, and I had to travel back across this country and meet people. I found somebody who had a Sprinter van that I leased from them, got separate cell phones in their name and some internet shit, and parked my truck and took off and had been all across this fucking country meeting with people using snail mail because we didn't want to jeopardize being tagged and watched for what we were doing. I'm going to say this in conjunction to the 2 pieces of crap who brutally tortured my wife and raped her and drugged her. You're fucking done. I had to make a big sacrifice in exchange for something, and we're going to take these fuckers out. This whole fucking world, I know, is sick of it. We're sick of your fucking sodomizing. We're sick of your fucking patriarchal ruling this world and subjugating all of our women. And you think about our women. I got a video on, I'll stop because I keep that separate. But the whole world's sick of your little stupid little hand symbols and shakes and your hidden hand and where's it up your ass, fucking jacking off. I don't know, we need to chop that fucking hand off. And your activities that you do, the whole goddamn world is sick of it. growing up under a Masonic father of 5 generations, I fucking can't stand this shit. Whew. And we're fucking done with it. I'll say this again. Whoever the creator is, I know who the creator is. The creator only works through us. He doesn't work external from us. He works inside of us. And you say, Todd, well, if we have a creator, why isn't the creator coming to help? Because it's us. Until, like Tony Sawyer says in his video the other day, until you fucking get off your ass and you start doing something, nothing's going to happen. There ain't no dude on a white horse coming back to save your ass. It is up to us. And I guess it's got to get so fucking bad that we finally realize this. I don't know how far it's got to go. But the creator only operates through us. And I don't think there's any spirit boogeyman shit fuckers flying around. I don't think there's any demons flying around. I think that all entities here are in corporeal bodies. I believe the higher realm beings are here right now in corporeal bodies, and I believe some of these Draco fuckers are here right now too. There's a lot more going on than we know. And I know that international or interdimensional laws have been broken. Basic sentient being rights or human rights, they have shit all over, and they cross way too many lines. 100 monkey syndrome. Let's finish it with this. If you don't know what the 100 monkey syndrome is, it's this. So on this island, there were some monkeys, and one of the monkeys decided one day to go wash his, let's say, coconuts, and we're going to make some fun with it. He decided to go wash his nuts in the salt water. The other monkeys were like, what the fuck's he doing? He's washing his balls and the coconuts in the salt water. But the salt water did something to it. It made it better. And everybody was just watching. And one day, a couple other monkeys said, hey, let's go down and wash our nuts and see what happens. They start doing it. Yummy, yummy. Eventually caught on. Some of the older monkeys were like, I'm not washing my nuts no matter what, because I'm old and I'm set in my ways. But the younger monkeys did. And when it got to be about 100 monkeys doing this on this one island, something fucking amazing happened. The other islands that were far away had no communication with this island. All the monkeys on those other islands started washing their nuts too. What the fuck is going on? It's called collective consciousness. This is highly encouraging. It's why they're so scared of us and keep us separated. Because it doesn't take us reaching 1 billion people. It only takes 100 monkeys or 100 of us, or that 300 number like Leonidas and when the Battle of Thermopylae, when he takes on Xerxes and the whole fucking 3 million, 300 men is all it took. I know it, that we get to a certain number, we're right, I believe we're right there. When it hits, and it is happening fast, we'll have a collective consciousness to know God's an asshole, fuck off. Because I tell you, all the channels I watch, people that would never subscribe to this are doing it and coming out. I mean, a lot. So I believe we're right at that 100 monkey syndrome. And when that happens, these fuckers are done. I don't need to reach 2,000, 3,000 subs. Hey, maybe that number is just 100. And when we do this, we've got them. Because I believe it's already happening. And I think they know it. And we're going to we need to take our goddamn trash out. Again, our creator works through us, not external. And it's a commitment that some of us have had. We know I, in my case, are here filing those criminal complaints to drag their asses back to the higher realm courts. And they're not going back there, and they're not reincarnating in this world. They're taking their ass to the fucking underworld, where Mother Cersei is going to cut their fucking nuts and balls and dicks off and castrate their asses, and they're going to send them down there, and then they're going to hand them off to the muses, and they're going to whip their asses and flay their backs open, and then they're going to go down to see Persephone, the wife of Hades, and she will hand their prison sentence to them in the fucking underworld. But they're not going back home, and they're not coming back here to keep restacking in this loop all their fucking assets and the shit that they do. Because we being higher realm beings, allowing ourselves to be victimized, can file those complaints and force them to the fucking underworld. They are goddamn done. And this is so beautiful. All the fucking hell that myself and many of you have been through, it's been worth it. It's fucking been worth it. I fucking love this shit. Anyway, What's the next one on? Oh, we're going to talk about our divine feminine and my appreciation now and love for my mother, our mother, our oh, she's absolutely gorgeous and beautiful and awesome. And she has embodied herself in our wives and our daughters and our mothers and in this earth and in all life. And she is just absolutely beautiful. She wants a relationship with you. She wants something personal with you. And you have a lot of ways to she doesn't want the same worship from each of us. She wants something different. If you find your way to connect to her, going out in nature and hugging trees, fucking hug them. Volunteering at animal shelters. Whatever it is that you do, you're doing it for her. You do it in your way, not in some building, reading some shitty old hymns and serving Yahweh in that patriarchal fucking mess where you drink blood and eat flesh. God damn, it's sick. That's fucking vampiring, you know that? Anyway, hope everybody's doing great. Just starting to get fired up here. So let me maybe shoot another one tonight and let's fucking start nailing their nuts to the wall. And fuck you, Masons, you and your faggots and all that shit. Fucking you sick fucks are over. Keep your goddamn hands off our children and quit going in your daughter's bedroom, sticking your finger where it doesn't belong, you sick fuck. So it means to chop that fucking hand off. Anyway, love everybody, I'm out.